This room is literally a feast for your eyes. I mean, there was so much work put into this statement room right off the escalator in our High Point showroom. The design team really took a great deal of pleasure spending quite a bit of time creating this really unique look for this room. George Sellers, our creative director, hand painted all of these beautiful banana leaves that look a lot like some really expensive wallpaper, but it's not wallpaper. It truly is all hand painted. So he started with the base paint being done, and then he layered on top of it, after he drew them on with a pencil very quickly, two colors of, actually three colors. There's one tone darker, there's one tone lighter, and then one tone 2 times darker that creates all the detail and the depth that you see in these banana leaves. Then he took the gargoyle fabric that is on our tufted, channel tufted dining chairs, and he draped it on the walls to create these really interesting breaks in the action of the hand-painted banana leaves that he did. He made handmade ties to hold them onto the actual rod that they're hanging from. And it just really is such a lovely thing that he did. Here's the channel tufted dining chair that drove a lot of the color choices that were made in this room. This chair is selling really well for us in this finish and this fabric, and also equally well in the other color of velvet that we have on another version of it. We have the scribble rug that we sell in all of our basic sizes. And here we're showing it in an 11 by 14 size. It's a combination of tufted wool and tufted viscose. The viscose appears on the actual scribble design itself. And the whole setting was made to really show off this chorda dining table. It's a really beautiful solid iron base that has a nickel-plated finish on it, in a very elegant, traditional kind of a shape. And it's topped with a sheet of Italian porcelain that's been backed by a sheet of MDF with a reverse bevel on the edge. It's a rounded corner, rectangular dining table. We carry this table in bronze with brass highlights, with a dark gray, highly polished Italian porcelain top. And we also sell it in this version with a nickel plate and the more white Carrara-like marble on porcelain. We also have the 3 pedestals, the chorda pedestals, again in the same solid iron, hand-forged iron metal with a nickel-plated finish. And these are topped with a beautiful Botswana white marble, and the marble has been fitted to go onto the top of the pedestal and be secured in a very unique way. See, it locks into place. And there's 3 sizes of this pedestal. This is the medium and the small, and across the room over there we have the large version of the pedestal. And if that wasn't enough to make the room look really special, our visual director, Shelby Owens, worked most of the day yesterday to put together this amazing floral arrangement. She created this by suspending chicken wire from monofilament on hooks from the ceiling, and then she packed into the chicken wire blocks of oasis that she'd soaked and put into plastic bags so they wouldn't leak onto the table. And then she began to put into the oasis the items that needed to be watered constantly that had really large stems, like the monastera leaves here, these huge monastera leaves. And then every one of the floral pieces that she put into the situation, these small orchids, anthurium flowers in white, fern. She put all of those into individual tubes of water with rubber lids on them to hold the water so it doesn't leak, and created this massive statement of a floral arrangement to make this room totally over the top, in my opinion. She did enough, and then she did more. It almost looks as though the floral arrangement is sitting on top of our really long time selling, beautiful Murano leaf chandelier.